Hey YouTube, Rico Knows here. Going to talk to you guys about my hidden gem on East Carolina. If you weren't aware, I'm pointing out one hidden gem on every single team in America, and in this video it'll be East Carolina. But if you want to see all the other teams, search YouTube, go search Rico Knows, go to the homepage, click on the playlist, and then find Rico Knows Hidden Gems playlist. This video will be on it, but you can see all the other hidden gems. Learn about these guys. It's important because they're going to have breakout seasons, or they're just guys you should know about. Really good feel-good stories. So I'm going alphabetical. I'm now at ECU. Shout out to East Carolina Pirates. Looking at their roster, their team, I like some of their wide receivers. I've talked about them at length. Shout out to Dustin Hall transferring in 2 years ago. I do have a deep dive on ECU somewhere. I've talked about their position groups, their offense, Jake Garcia and Hauser coming in the transfer portal, running back room being a little senior laden with Harris. We'll get to that in a little bit because I'm going to talk about the hidden gem down here, number 30. That is Javious Bond, by the way. Defensively, I like the linebacker room coming back, pretty decent. Returning safeties coming back, haven't really made a lot of plays, but they're returning. I like the team. It's fine. It looks like they'll have a bounce-back season, at least be somewhat decent. And shout out to head coach Mike Houston. He's actually a pretty good head coach. But when it comes to their offense, when I go and watch the tape, they have a running back in Rajah Harris, however you want to say his name, Rajah Harris. I say Rajah because if you put an S at the end, it's a Rajah, which is like some type of Arabian fighter. And the only way I know this is my high school, our mascot was the Rajahs. At least one of my early high schools. I transferred to a different high school for my junior and senior season. That's what you do when you want to go play at a better football team, right? But my freshman year, I played for the Rajahs. So shout out to Harris. I might say his name wrong, but it's just the way I talk, bro. Anyways, so this is a young man. He's been at ECU, and he's been a known commodity. My issue with him is his yards per carry is always down every year. He's kind of okay, but if you look down here, they'll have some highlights where he breaks for like 50 yards. Yeah. I think this is against Rice. Like, he'll hit the corner and go places and do things. It might be Tulsa. I don't remember. I thought it was Rice. I'm tripping, bro. It doesn't matter. The point is, it might be this play right here. The point is Harris just doesn't have that much upside. He's good. He's good. He's a powerful running back, right? Kind of stocky. Your normal 5'11", 210, 220 kind of guy. But when you look at somebody like Javious Bond, he's so special. And I think his potential is off the charts. So who is he and what is he? I'll go back to high school. If you're from the state of Georgia, I currently live in Georgia. I've lived here about 10 years now. You should know Jones County, the Greyhounds. You should know his high school. They had a superstar last year not last year, 2 years ago. No, last year. Zion Reagans was still there, right? Reagans was still there. Zion Reagans, he's now at Oklahoma. Superstar, fastest guy at school, fastest guy on the track team, the whole nine. And Bond is fast. Like, Bond runs a 4.40 and a 10.700 meters. At least he did his junior year. I don't know what he ran his senior year, but he was on a relay team with Reagans, and Reagans was a 10.300 meter guy by the time he was done. I want to say these guys ran a 41.9 in the 4x1, which is pretty damn respectable in the high school level. Anything sub 43, I think you're fast. Sub 43, I respect it. I understand there's a lot of teams out there running 42s, but I like all of them running 42s. I think there's people out there running pretty decent. So Bond is a good 100-meter runner, a good 40-meter runner. He's explosive and fast. That's what you need to understand. So it reminds me of trying to find Keaton Mitchell. And if you guys don't remember, Keaton Mitchell was a 1,400-yard rusher at ECU, left school after 3 years. He redshirted 1 year, then started 2 years, and he's in the NFL today. He went undrafted, but he obviously made a final 53, and he had this breakaway speed coming out of Elka, Eagles Landing Christian Academy. Like, he just looked the part. So when I look at a kid like Bond, he has that same explosiveness. He just needs the opportunity. Now, I'm excited. If you look at the depth chart, he's currently listed number 2 in the running back room. Bond is, okay? And that's great news for him. So maybe they can take him off of the kickoff team. Because if you remember last season, he was actually getting some run at running back. He was actually playing a little bit. He had those 72 yards against Rice, 65 against Gardner-Webb. He was there. But you see him miss all of October. And that's because he got injured on a kickoff return. I can't remember if was it Rice? No, it wasn't Rice. Who was it? He was down there. He gets down, and his own teammate, I think, runs into him in the end zone. But he gets injured, and he had to get carted off the field, carried off by his teammates off the field. And that really set him back for the whole year, getting injured like that. I can't have him be injury prone. I think he missed some time in high school dealing with an injury. So there's been those issues. If I got a guy who's injury prone like this, but he's explosive as a runner, let's stop putting him on special teams, bro. Let's do that first. But I'm going to show you guys his huddle tape so you can see what type of breakaway speed he has. The first play on the tape, we're 9 seconds in. Let's go back. First play on the tape is him making a one-handed catch out of the backfield here. It's a bad pass. Still tucks it in, does a nice spin, makes a man miss. It was 3rd and 10, and now he's going. And you'll see him, his stride, this is his junior year, by the way, so he's bigger, stronger, and faster. You don't need to give anybody the peace sign running back. But here he is at safety. He reads the play. Yes, he can probably play defensive back and lay massive hits, but I don't think he's built for that. Like, seriously, if you're injury prone, you're not built for it. Here's what he can do, though. He can accelerate and make people regret kicking to him. Now, why you would kick to him, I'll never know. Here he is, and he's gone. And this is a man with real speed. That might be little Reagan's right there. I don't know. That could be. I don't remember what number he was. But you got somebody running with you stride for stride, and you're a 4.40 guy. Stupid fast. I guess you got to pick the lesser of the two evils on who you want to kick it to. But this man is gone. Outrunning angles, I don't care who you are. He's the truth. And you can just, if you're calibrated to see speed, and what I mean by that is I watch tape all the time. And seeing a guy outrun high school defenses doesn't impress me. This does. When I know somebody fast is chasing you and they still don't catch you, that impresses me. I know it's fast. I can see it on the tape. Having a breakaway run and you run a 4.740 and all the defenders run 5 flats doesn't impress me. This right here, breaking tackles, good forward lean, running behind your tackles, then re-accelerating and not getting caught, that's it, bro. Shout out to the Hounds, right? He looks great. Just a quick hitch out here. Looks like a natural pass catcher making a man miss. He just put that man in the dirt. And I know he's mad, 34, is disappointed in himself. So are his parents. His parents are probably upset with him. We bought you those new cleats and you're out here sliding around on your belly, bro. Stay on your feet and make a tackle. Oh, you can't do it? I'm in the flats wide open. Don't leave me one-on-one with somebody like this. I'm gone. And 48 doesn't belong on the field. At linebacker, that's 0 effort. So he just looks special, man. It looks like somebody on the field who's next level athlete. That was impressive. You put him one-on-one. I'm sorry. Let's go back here. This is a long tape. It's 8 minutes long. But did I go back to the wrong spot? I did. Here it is. They try to jam him on this play. It's hilarious. You put a corner in his face with no help over the top. How? What are you thinking? This man is a natural pass catcher, and he's going to score. And you got to rethink your strat at this point. There he is, going to cut it back. I can see the gap now. That's amazing. That's a nice cut by this young man. He saw the linebacker coming and put a cut on him. And then that's what you want from these running backs, setting up the second and third level before they get to the hole or in a cutback. It's beautiful. So he has those instincts to run to daylight, find it, and obviously the scheme gets him wide open on some of these plays. I just like the catch over the shoulder. If you ever made a football catch with a helmet on, you know how hard it is to do that catch over the shoulder. You lose sight of it with your peripheral there. And when it goes over your head, you just got to have a lot of reps catching passes like this. That's why you see Quentin Johnston and all them dudes turn around and face the quarterback because they don't know how to do it. Here we go. Kickoff return. Made a mistake. You kicked it to the best guy on the field. Let's go. Gone. And there he is. His acceleration is real. And number 5 looked fast enough to read it and get there at the angle. We're not even. I'm leaving. It's not. He wasn't even when they let go of the ball. They just knew he would get there. And he still made the catch. Over the shoulder catch. Natural pass catcher. This tells me he shouldn't be off the field. In 2 years, he's a 3-down back. He belongs on the field on 3rd down, 1st down, 2nd down. Doesn't matter. And he's got the speed. Look at this. Whoo! I'm going to make you miss. Spin, hit the circle, keep going. I love it. I love it. I just, we don't need to see the slow-mo. I know it's there. Draw. Gone. He's going to rip through these arm tackles and bounce. It's such a good player. I think there's a lot of potential here. He looks explosive. I can't wait for them to give him the ball. And shout out to the fans and the followers on the channel. They begged for me to do this one. They begged for me to give a shout out to Bond as the hidden gem on ECU because they're just fans. And it's easy to root for a backup running back who, injuries kind of derailed his great freshman season. This dude was about to get 100 yards every game in November for sure if he was healthy all year long. I expect great things from him for ECU this year. ECU's probably going to win 6-7 games, somewhere around there. We'll see what happens. But this looks good right here. You found a young back who leans forward, probably talent-wise, probably a little better than most running backs signing with ECU out of high school. But we'll take it, man. We really will. I like what he does. He can catch. He can catch out of the backfield, and you're not ever catching him. So my hidden gem on ECU is Javious Bond. Shout out to him. Please watch the playlist. Learn about all the other players. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Peace, y'all.